Yo, 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 what is up with it? House divided, Corey? What
Yeah,
up with you, my man?
big dog. What it do?
Bro, you know, man, just over here. I watched this game last night, bro. And man, people were just telling me the Thunder this. I think I said the Thunder this, the Thunder that. Buddy, at the end of the day, I'm not going to spoil it. We'll get into this thing. Before we get started, though, you guys already know this is the House Divided. If you're not already, subscribe to this channel, guys. Help us out. Load this thing up. Hit the like button if you like it. Go ahead, post it on the X, post it on Instagram. Anywhere you can post this thing, post it for us if you don't mind. Corey,
Yeah,
go ahead and get this thing kicked off for us, man. What we going to talk about?
we're gonna talk about these NBA finals. What the hell happened to OKC last night? Woo!
Buddy.
You still thinking Thunder in 5? You still got Thunder in 5?
No, I don't. I don't. I still think the Thunder are going to win the series,
I still got
but
Thunder in 7.
I don't got Thunder in 5 no more. It's Thunder in 6 for me. I think that first game, I think the Thunder kind of drank a little bit of the Kool-Aid that everybody was putting out there. You know what I'm saying? I think they sipped on it a little bit hard. They did not play their game. Whenever the Pacers did turn the ball over, the Thunder weren't capitalizing with points. I think they had something like
9 points.
Yeah, like 9 points off of how many turnovers? It was like
25. It wound up being.
See what I'm saying? So it's like you got to get way more points off of those turnovers. But credit to the Indiana Pacers, man. They were getting slept on. Rick Carlisle, the head coach for the Indiana Pacers, that's a championship head coach right there, man. He's won a championship before. He knows what it takes.
As an underdog.
Corey, they're scary, man. They've got a nice little core over there. You got Miles Turner at the center. You got Siakam that's over there. You got Neesmith. You got Nimhard. And then you got Halliburton. All them guys. Obi Toppin coming off of the bench is big for them too. Man, they got a nice little squad that was kind of getting a little slept on, a little disrespected.
I was trying to tell you last episode, B. You know what the Indiana Pacers proved to me last night?
What's that?
Nothing I didn't already know, bro. They didn't prove not one thing to me that I did not already know. They've been doing this shit since April 20th when the playoffs kicked off. This is what they've been doing. Halliburton in this playoffs has 5 shots in clutch time in like the last minute.
Can we shut the superstar discussion down? That cat's a superstar.
How is he not?
He's a superstar.
How is he not?
He's a superstar. Even though he only had 14 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, just the way he impacts the game, the way that he sets it up for his other teammates, just the overall just presence of him being on that court. That dude right there, he's a superstar. Anybody that wants to say anything, you go ahead and argue with a wall, man, because it's a fact. Tyrese Halliburton is a superstar.
He needs to be recognized as that. Now, getting back to the game, a lot of people, this is the rhetoric I'm hearing, and you have to pick a side when this conversation is going on. Okay. Either the Thunder choked it and let it go away, or the Indiana Pacers won that game.
I think that the way that the Indiana Pacers have performed all playoffs, this isn't their first rodeo. They've done this before. I think that you got to give the Pacers the credit of coming back in this basketball game because the Thunder were working hard. Here's the problem. Here's something that I see. The Thunder don't have a number 2 guy that they can consistently rely on after Shai Gilgeous. Either that or Shai just don't trust his damn teammates, man, because he wasn't passing the ball about the last 2 minutes of that game. Every time they came down, Shai had the ball, and Shai took the shot. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. But this is where the youth argument comes in. That's a great point by you because what the Pacers have is Siakam, who was an all-star this year.
Right.
They
and
have
you
a
got
third.
You got Miles Turner. Buddy, they got
You got other
Neesmith.
guys.
Yes.
There are other guys that are willing to shoot.
Yes.
I thought last series when they won the Western Conference Finals against Minnesota, I thought they had a legit big three because those guys played like it.
They did.
I'm with you on this. This is where their youth. Chet's, this is only his third year. J-Dub, I think this is his third or fourth year. Yeah. Those guys are still young. They might not be ready for this moment, B.
Right.
They might not be ready for it. Whereas Indiana's got 3 or 4 guys. If Halliburton is not giving you 25, then like you said, there's Neesmith, there's Siakam, there's Turner, there's TJ McConnell, Andrew Nembhard, who to me was the MVP of last night's game. Because if you notice in the fourth quarter, when they went down 15, they gave him the ball. They gave him the ball.
Them step back threes he was hitting, buddy. Woo! And then
I didn't know he had a bag like that.
That one he didn't hit, and then Siakam with that offensive rebound and that putback, that was huge. That can't go unrecognized either. Just the way that they capitalized on all of the Thunder's mistakes. They didn't give the Thunder any second chance opportunities in those last 2 minutes of the game. The Thunder went down there. It was one shot, and they was out of there. They was either making it or they wasn't, my man. Most of the time they didn't, though. And that's what let the Pacers get back in this game. The Pacers just kept hitting their shots, too, Corey. They were on it, man. They were just on it. They
shot better from three-point. They shot better. They were shooting better at halftime than the Thunder. And they just stuck around. It's like you said earlier, the Thunder did not capitalize on those opportunities early. No. And you know what happened in the second half to the Indiana Pacers?
What's
19 turnovers at halftime.
Yeah.
25 for the game. They only turned the ball over 6 times in the second half. That's how you get back in the basketball game. That's it. You can't turn the ball over against them. If you don't, you will have a great chance of winning.
I just
and low key, this is what. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
This is what's got me about the Thunder, and this is why I thought this would be a better series than people thought. The Thunder really haven't played great offense this whole entire playoff run.
I would agree.
They've been masked. This defense has solved a lot of issues for the Thunder's offense. When you can kick the shit out of people and turn them over consistently, right? You can control a game like that. But if you get into a situation where the team's not turning the ball over, then the Thunder have some issues on the offensive end because, like you said, they don't have that second consistent guy. It can't be Chet or J-Dub. One of them's got to be the for sure number 2.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It might be a little bit of a mismatch problem too, Corey. Hartenstein can't be on the floor. He's a mismatch. He's a mismatch for anybody because they have Miles Turner that can step out and hit the three. So you got Miles Turner, you got Siakam. They can put Nembhard out there. They can put Neesmith out there. They can put Halliburton. Like when they put all those guys out there and they're out there, all those guys are a problem from the 3-point line. Obi Toppin as
TJ Ben Shepherd, he can hit threes.
It's
like
crazy.
There's multiple. They're shooting the best out of all of the teams in the playoffs at 3.
They ain't even got that one cat. What's his name? He's hurt. The guy that was coming off of the bench, I liked him too. What was his name?
I forget who you're talking about, but Benedict Mathurin, he's been playing well too.
Mathurin, is he playing? I didn't see him. I didn't see him last night.
Bro, he had 3 games. He had 3 games against the Knicks last series where he had at least 20 points.
He was the one that was calling out LeBron his rookie year.
Yeah, that's when I said I'll be better than LeBron.
I love it. Yeah. I love it, man. Go win you a chip then. Sure, you know what I'm saying? But they turned it over. Attendance still lost.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Yeah.
Who is this? This is you. This you? You know somebody?
I don't know.
She's just dropping in. Look, they turned the ball over a bunch. They did not capitalize. The Thunder are going to eat them. They're going to hurt them. They're going to be pissed off, I should say, when they watch the film. Yeah. And they see all of the missed opportunities. Brandon, if I told you the Pacers were going to turn the ball over 19 times in the game, what would you have told me?
I would have told you that the Thunder was going to win by at least 15 to 20 points.
They turned the ball over 19 times in a half.
Right. Right. No, I know. It was bad. It was bad, but they didn't let the Thunder
And
do
they were
it.
only down 12.
They got back. They got back. They were getting back on defense. They were playing great defense. They were saying, "Go ahead, Lou Dort. Go ahead, J Dub. Go ahead, Caruso. Go ahead, all them." They were letting all them shoot the shots, and they weren't hitting. It's
Yeah.
just when it mattered, they weren't hitting, and Shea Gill just does not trust his teammates. That's clear.
38 points on 30 shots. That's an inefficient night, and that's a
He,
lot of shots.
he does not trust his teammates.
You
Does
better
not.
start trusting.
And Pacers will win game 3. Looks like the Denver series. They better blow them out game 2. They better. Because if
Lala,
they don't,
Lala, I'll say this. The Pacers have been the underdog in every series this postseason. They've won games 1 and 2 in every single series this postseason. And if they win game 2 tomorrow, or was it Sunday night? That'll be 4 series in a row that they've been underdogs, picked to lose a series, and they come out and won the first 2 games.
they pull
This
up
is on the table.
Buddy, they do that against OKC the first 2 games of this series. That's going to be something.
They didn't play good. They're the team that gets to make all of the adjustments.
I'm aware.
And they're gonna turn on the film and be like, "Holy shit, we played really bad, really bad."
Thunder better not choke it up sooner, Cowboy. I hear you, man. But hey, it is what it is. Let them learn. They're out here learning, right? That's what it takes.
You know, one thing that I'm surprised and disappointed that the Thunder did. The Thunder changed their starting lineup. You're the 68 win team. You're the team favorite to win in Vegas, like by one of the biggest margins. You're the favorite in this series. Why are you changing your lineup? Why are we starting Case and Wallace and not starting Hartenstein? I understand you said you don't think he can play
He's a
the series.
liability.
Buddy, they got out rebounded by the Pacers by like 15 rebounds, and the Pacers are not a good rebounding team.
That don't matter. He's a liability, Corey. They can't have Harkenstein out there on Miles Turner. He can't guard him. Miles Turner will bring him out there to the 3-point line, and that is not his game. I have no stake in the game, Lala. I could care
We don't
less.
need, yeah, Lala.
I'm a Laker. You see Kobe hanging up back there with Magic right over there. I'm a Laker.
Now we both picked
here.
the Thunder. I picked the Thunder in 7. B Hill said the Thunder in 5.
Yeah.
So we both picked the Thunder.
I think the Thunder will win the series ultimately, but I could really care less.
Could have been too long to wait for that layoff. Look, they were up 15 points with 7. Like, I just bitched about them changing their lineup. It absolutely worked for them. They dominated the game. I won't say dominated, but they had control of the game. Yeah. And they had a 15-point lead with about 7 minutes left. So, I mean, there's 2 ways to look at it.
Sooner Cowboy.
We'll see, man.
Yeah, we're going to see. Texas softball. Congratulations. It is what it is. He knows what it is. We'll come get them girls next year, though. OU was young. They had a lot of freshmen and sophomore on this team. They got a lot of great experience being in OKC. 14 new players. Pacers in 7. I like it.
Why, Lala? You'd have to tell us why. You have to give us some good reasons. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not with you. I picked Thunder in 7, but I think it's going 7.
Woo!
Oh. Here, okay, so let's talk about Andrew Nembhard real quick. Because I thought it was interesting that when the Thunder went up 15, that they actually started running the offense through him. And he delivered, bro. I think he scored an assist on 16 straight points after the Thunder went up by 15. I didn't know he was Canadian. I found that out during the game. Apparently him and Shea are good friends, but that step back he had in Shea's face was unbelievable. To me, he's the MVP of the game. He's the reason why they won in the 4th quarter, in my opinion.
Absolutely. 100%. He brought him back for sure. I think they have more vets, more experience, and better offense, and a better coach. Hey, You know that's crazy, Lala, because I was saying that before we hopped on air here. Rick Carlisle is a hell of a coach. That guy's won a championship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Coach over there, what's his name for the
Who?
Thunder?
Oh, Dagnall.
Come on. Let's be real. He's not got the juice, bro. They're gonna fire him after this year, next year. Watch, mark my words. He don't win a championship with everything that's been given him on the table. You don't win one next season, he's out of there, buddy. I promise you. They don't win one this year or next year, he's gone.
Look, they're the youngest team in the league.
See ya.
This is Dagnall's first time coaching in the finals. I think he's got a little grace. The dude's been coach of the year last year.
And they'll do the same thing.
He was a finalist for coach of the year this year. They're not gonna fire him.
They're gonna do the same thing that the Warriors did to Mark Jackson. Bring somebody else in that's ready to win a championship. Watch.
Okay.
Watch.
All right.
Watch.
I do agree with Lala here. They do have more vets. They have more vets.
They do.
You know what I mean? This is a really young team for the Oklahoma City Thunder. When SGA scores 30, they normally win. I think that was the first loss with him scoring 30 plus. It's the finals, Sooner Cowboys. It's the NBA Finals. This is the two best teams. And since January, these teams have been 1-2 in record.
Thanks.
All right. So we truly got the two best teams from January on in the finals. This is not going to be a walk in the park for the Thunder. I'm sorry.
No.
Hard to burst any Thunder fans' bubble.
It's not.
It ain't. I was hearing Thunder in 4, Thunder in 5, which was like the general consensus, and I had to sit back and laugh. Not against this team. You guys are more talented. If you're a Thunder fan, you're way more talented. I'll give you that. But just like Lala said, there's more vets and more experience on this team, especially in big moments. And they play in tighter games. The Thunder have been kicking people's asses by 30, 40, 20 plus points. The Pacers do this on the regular, bro. They play in tight games day in and day out. So when it gets tight, who has some more experience? The Pacers.
Yeah.
Because they've been doing this all season.
You ain't lying. That's fact. No, I mean, hey, man, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really – this is what the Pacers needed to do to be able to have a chance in this series. You done woke them up now. I would hope the Thunder are going to be awake for game 2, because if you're not and you slip up and you lose.
Buddy, the Pacers have won game 1 of every series. You would have thought Milwaukee would have been ready for game 2.
Right.
You would have thought the Cavaliers would have been ready for game 2. You'd have thought the Knicks would have been ready for game 2. They've shown every single time that, hey, we're going to beat you, and then we're going to put you on notice, and then you're going to go make your adjustments, and you're going to come back in game 2, and we're going to beat you again.
Yeah.
They've done it 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Hey, man, I can't sit here and argue with you, bro. I can't. It's interesting. It's really
you know who else played bad? Chet Holmgren did not have a good game, and he only played 23 minutes.
That don't surprise me. It don't surprise me. It don't.
That's a guy that's going to need to step up in game 2.
I like Siakam and Miles Turner against Chet Holmgren and Hartenstein. I like that matchup.
You think they have the edge in that matchup?
Yes, I do. Yes.
They're better shooters.
Yes.
Yeah. Hartenstein out of those 4 is the only one that really don't shoot threes.
They're better basketball players.
I
call it what it is.
Argument here, yeah.
Pascal Siakam's won a championship before, bud.
He was an all-star this year too, after not making it a couple of years.
I'm just saying, don't sleep. I like the Pacers down low over the Thunder. I said it. I don't know. The more and more I start thinking about this, I might start thinking Pacers in 6.
The more you think about it, what?
I might start thinking Pacers in 6 over here, man. Be real with you.
Now we got to give OKC a chance to respond. Game 2 is going to say a lot. This is why I said game 1 was a must-win for OKC.
Even if they don't respond, Corey, you just let them come up in there in game 1 and beat you. That was tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
But I got to see. I'm with you.
We got to game 2 is going to tell me all I need to know. It's going to tell me all I need to know, or a big portion of it. Here's what Indiana's done for themselves, bro. Indiana can win. They can lose game 2. They can lose game 3 and have a game 4 at home to tie the series up. Come back to OKC. They did all that in one night. That's the worst case scenario.
Or they could just freaking win both their games back home and be up 3-1.
That's what they've been doing.
They could do that.
They did that the past 3 series. They've been up 3-1 in each series that they were picked to lose. I'll go here with you. We don't want to like forecast game 2 and be like, oh, this is like a must win for Oklahoma City. If you're a Thunder fan, scale of 1 to 10, how worried would you be right now if you're a Thunder fan?
6.5 ish.
I said 6.
Because I think they're gonna respond. I really do.
I said 6 as well.
All BS aside, man, I think they're gonna respond in game 2. But that doesn't change my opinion. What I said, Pascal Siakam and Miles Turner, I like that down low. They're gonna create problems for Hartenstein and Chet. They were creating so many problems, man, that Dagnall had to change the damn lineup up. He was doing things that you didn't see him usually do. He was trying to play to the Pacers small ball, this and that. That kind of stuff don't work. You know what I'm saying? You got to play your game. As long as the Thunder play their game, I think they're a better overall team than the Pacers. But I don't know. It better not be close. I like the Pacers in a close game, bud.
I do too.
I'm just saying, I'd be scared as hell. If it's a 6.5 right now, if we're talking about 5 minutes left in the game and it's within 5 points, either way, I'm really. It's probably going up to 10, bud. I'm like through the roof.
They don't do close games well. They lost game 1 against the Nuggets in a close game. They lost game.
Now they did win that one though, Corey. I think it was like a game 6 or something like that.
It was a game 5.
It was one where it was really close. It was like 92-87.
Yeah.
Both teams were playing like garbage, and the Thunder kind of grinded one out and got it out the mud with the win against.
That was game 4 or 5, but they lost game 3 of that series in overtime.
They did.
You know what I mean? So like they can be had if you keep the game close. They've shown that. Hey,
absolutely. That's whenever it comes down to. Go ahead. I'm gonna let Lou Dort shoot. I'm going to let J-Dub shoot them threes. I'm going to let Caruso take whatever he wants. Chet, you want to take some shots? Go for it, bud. I'm going to. Shea ain't going to pass him the damn ball.
Yeah.
He's just not. He is looking like Kobe. I'll be real, but not like Kobe was hitting, though.
Yeah. Kobe had his game in there, but Kobe was different. Let's just say that.
Oh, well, I'm just saying there's been a lot of comparisons with Shea's game to Kobe's game. So
just like the mid-range part of it, the way they work in the mid-range,
or the overall game, I've seen some videos out there that kind of do the mirror images. It is what it is. Don't quote me on that.
Okay. I think Pacers make better decisions, quicker decisions.
They have a better overall point guard. Can I say that? Is that fair?
You can. That's fair. That's fair.
It's not a knock on Shea. Shea's a baller, don't get me wrong, but I don't think Shea's an overall point guard like a Tyrese Halliburton is.
Yeah, he's not a playmaker at all. This is what Tyrese will get his teammates involved 100%.
Right. So
you know what I mean? He knows how to create for others. That's not Shea's game.
That's why. That's why I think the Pacers make that. That's why the Thunder they're gonna need somebody else, man. They're gonna need another superstar over there, somebody that can create. They need like a Luka type player over there, and they you know what I mean? Somebody that can
create. Like a superstar.
They need one. They need one to go along with Shea. They ain't got another one. I'm telling you, and it's gonna show in the series. I'm fearing. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm
J-Dub, look, J-Dub or Chet can end that chatter really quick if they have a really good rest of the series. The Chet and J-Dub that played against the Timberwolves, that's the guys that's gonna have to show up.
Right. They're gonna have to, but they didn't. And I don't know. Sometimes some lights get too bright for players, Corey. Sometimes guys just ain't got the juice, man.
I feel you. I hear you, Lala. I see SGA as a shooting guard too, to be honest.
He is, but they got him playing the point.
More
I don't understand. I mean, I'm just. This is
maybe that's what they need, like a true point guard,
yeah,
a true floor general, like a Chris
yeah,
Paul type.
yeah. Oh yeah,
You
oh yeah.
know?
Chris Paul would be great for them. Great.
Yeah.
Chris Paul himself would be great. Hell, they could bring Pat Beverly out and he'd be better than what they got right now. Bring Pat Bev out retirement. I'm clowning.
Do you think they go back to their original starting lineup for game 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the Thunder feel like they let that game slip away. You do a few more things right, you capitalize off of turnovers. I think you win this game.
So Case and Wallen back to the bench, get Hartenstein back in there. I think that would be the smart thing to do.
Yes.
That way you can control the boards. There's no reason for Indiana Pacers to be outboarding you by 15.
Although I don't know that Hartenstein, I don't like him in there. I don't. He's a mismatch waiting to happen, but they're gonna hunt him out every damn time down the floor. He's a mismatch waiting to happen, bro. I'm just saying.
So he might if it were up to you, he'd average 15, 20 minutes a game, if that.
If that, yeah.
It'd be hard. It's going to be hard for them to play him and Chet consistently on the floor together.
They're not going to be able to do it. The game is not made that way no more, unless those two guys can step out. They can step out beyond the three. The game is more about open space on the floor. The teams that create the most open space on those floors usually are in the championship fighting to win the damn thing.
Yeah.
It's just where it's at. It's all about spacing nowadays. Spacing and knocking down your open threes. The teams that do that and capitalize off turnovers. Teams that do that usually win, Corey. That's how it works.
Yeah.
It's that
simple. I think they fear Hartenstein trying to chase Siakam up the floor too.
That's a problem. See
in transition, he's not fast enough to keep up with Siakam in transition.
No. He's not even guarding Miles Turner, bro. Miles Turner is taking him every time. That's why they made that change. Watch. It's gonna be interesting, man. They have a mismatch problem, Corey. It's rearing its ugly face right here in front of us, and I hate to say it, but there's a serious mismatch problem with what the Thunder got against the Pacers. And that's Tyrese Halliburton at point guard, being an overall better point guard and having better guys down low. It's a problem. So now this, like you said, this could be all cured. You come out game 2 Thunder, y'all blow them out, handle your business. But don't let that damn thing be close, man. Don't. Because it's a close game. Close game, you might be down 0-2, bud. And you have a lot of sad-looking Thunder fans up there in OKC. I know that for a fact.
Prediction time. Give me your prediction for Sunday night.
You got to go Thunder, man. You got to go Thunder. I think it's going to be Thunder 10-plus points. Everything I was just saying, I know that sounds like I'm just being a hater. I'm just being realist. I think the Thunder can overcome some of those things if they just make minor adjustments. One of those minor adjustments being get somebody in there that can handle the ball other than Shea. Get somebody else that can create shots other than Shea. Don't know if you necessarily have that. I'd like to see maybe more of a Wiggins off the bench. You know what I'm saying? He can kind of create and do things for himself. Maybe Case and Wallace gets a little bit more playing time. I don't know, man. It's really a problem. But I think that the Thunder are going to win game 2, and they're going to tie this thing up 1-1. It's tough. It's a tough one. It really is. Don't get me wrong. I'm not 100% convinced the Thunder are going to win game 2, but I'm about 70% there. You know what I mean?
I have a lot of respect for the Thunder, but I have a lot of respect for the Pacers too. I'm going to give game 2 to the Thunder. I'm going to say I think the line is 11 right now. I'd take that.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I know, but I think
I just said 10 plus.
I think the Thunder know they can't go to Indianapolis down 0-2.
No.
You're gonna get their best effort.
Yeah, no way. They cannot.
So I take the Thunder plus 10 as well.
Because is it 2-3-2? Is it a 2-3-2 format?
2-2-1-1-1.
It's 2-2-1-1-1. Okay.
Yeah, they changed it a few
okay.
some years. Well, it's been a while since they changed it. Yeah.
Okay.
But look, I respect the shit out of the Pacers, but the Thunder know your season's on the line, big dog. You cannot go to fucking Indiana down 0-2.
Y'all better come on. Y'all better bring juice.
And finish the damn game. Just like you said, if it's a tight game, they're in trouble.
Yep.
This needs to be a 25-point game by the end of the third quarter. They need to be absolutely thumping the Indiana Pacers.
I agree. You're right. You're absolutely right. Hell, they were thumping them last night or the other night. Last night.
But it was mostly like a 12 to 11 point game. They went up by 15 and midway through the fourth, and that's when the Pacers do what they've been doing.
I get it, man, but I don't know. We're gonna see.
To me, a thumping is 20 plus. That game never got to 20. The biggest lead was in the fourth quarter at 15. So for most of the game, it was 13, 7, 12, 9.
And they lost.
Yeah. SGA will do his best flopping moves in game too. What do you think about that, B?
I agree. They're gonna win. Thunder gonna win, man. They got to. They have to win this.
That whistle, he didn't get that usual Shea whistle that he usually got.
No, sometimes they tighten that thing up and they make you play ball in the finals, man. Sometimes it be like that. It's gonna be a more physical team that wins. So it's gonna be interesting. I'll be interested to see.
All right, man.
Shoot. You got anything else?
I think we're good. We just broke it down.
Hey,
30 minutes.
La, Sooner Cowboy. Appreciate y'all stopping in today, talking with us. Corey, if you don't got anything else, I'll go ahead and close this thing out. We'll get up off
Let's close it out. Yeah, let's close it out.
All right, then, man. As y'all already know, if you're not already, subscribe to the channel, like the channel, post this thing on TikTok, put it on YouTube, or put it on any Instagram, any platform you can post this thing. Post and share it. Help us grow this thing. We are on our way to 200 subscribers. That's what we're working for, guys. We want to get there. So as soon as you guys can subscribe, the sooner we can get there. Other than that, peace out.
Peace.